Because, see, that's a man problem. They think that they can just tell us anything. But, see, you cannot play with a child of God. You can't play with a woman of God. Because let me tell you something about a woman, a godly woman, a God-fearing woman, a child of the Most High. You can't tell us anything. We see things and we know things that you don't think we know. It's just like circumstantial evidence. Let me tell you about the gift of discernment. Let me let this airplane ride by. It's like every time I come out here, a plane wants to ride by. I wish I was on it. I don't know where the plane going, but I wish I was on it. Let me tell you about the gift of discernment, and let me tell you about a God-fearing one. You see, I like to think of it like this. Yahuwah, okay, God, when he created man to be a protector, a provider, stronger, the head of the family, the head of the marriage, okay? So I like to think that in exchange, since God didn't give us the woman the physical strength, he gave the man the physical strength. I like to think that God gave us a different type of gift, a different type of strength. Intuition, okay? The world calls it intuition, a woman's intuition, but it can also be referred to as discernment in a spiritual sense. It's kind of like your third eye, or kind of like a sixth sense, like an extra sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? We got our five senses, but the gift of discernment or a woman's intuition is kind of like a sixth sense in a spiritual aspect. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could describe it. But a lot of people don't have discernment. But you know what? I wouldn't trade my discernment for anything, because it really is a gift. And discernment is the best way I can explain it to you, for those of you who are not spiritual or not God-fearing people. The best way that I can explain the gift of discernment to you, almost kind of like circumstantial evidence. It's like, you know, if you watching Snapped or whatever, for those of you who love crime shows like I do, it's almost like, you know, it's like in that case, okay, when that detective is working on that case, that homicide detective or whatever, they working on this murder case, right? And it's like they have to have enough probable cause, right? They have to have enough evidence. They have to have enough proof, right, to convict this person of the crime that this person is being allegedly accused of. And it's like they can have evidence, but the evidence is not strong enough. So it's like they got this circumstantial evidence, but it's like, will this hold up in court? So it's like, even though I got evidence, it's not really strong. So if I take this to trial, it's a 50-50 chance that we might lose, right? The prosecution team, right? So it's like they feel it. That police detective, it's almost like they got like senses like an animal. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they're trained. So it's like they can sense it, they can feel it. They know that this person killed his wife. They know that this person committed this crime. But they don't have enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? They can't really prove it. They got probable cause, but the evidence that they have is circumstantial. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how the gift of discernment is. It's like, yeah, I can't really prove that you did what you did. I can't really prove that you not who you really say that you are. But deep down inside, in my gut, that's how I can explain it. The best way I can explain it, it's like a gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an unction, a feeling that won't leave you alone, that won't let you go. And a lot of times, God be trying to show you and tell you stuff. But you know what, ladies? A lot of times we overlook red flags and we sweep stuff under the rug and we don't acknowledge it when it first happened, because the sex be so good and he's so fine and he be smelling so good. And he just, you know what I'm saying, he got the mouth lip service and all that, and he, you know what I'm saying, you know how they do. And so we'll ignore that or we'll overlook it. But God be trying to speak to us and get our attention and tell us stuff. But that's the best way that I can explain discernment to you. And it's a precious, precious, beautiful gift that I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. Peace. Let me know y'all thoughts. Bye.